I never thought I'd see the day that Oklahoma loses to Kansas. This is one of the worst losses I can remember since like 2017 Iowa State. And it's not just that they lost to Kansas, it's how they lost. They had so many opportunities to win this game. The defense gets an interception and all you need is one first down to ice the game. And that brings me to the first thing that I want to talk about, which is Jeff Lebby. The play calling from Jeff Lebby has been questionable going back to last year. I'm not on the fire Jeff Lebby train yet, but his play calling makes me scratch my head. When Oklahoma was running the ball with Tawee Walker, Kansas could not stop it. When they committed to the run game, they were gaining 7 to 10 yards almost every play. Kansas defense is terrible, and they couldn't stop the run. But Jeff Lebby stops running it with Tawee Walker and puts a receiver in at running back. And obviously Jaleel Farouk isn't going to be able to run the ball in traffic. It just doesn't make any sense. The defense didn't play great, but they gave you an opportunity to win the game with that interception with 2 minutes left to go. And you couldn't even pick up one first down to win the game against Kansas. I know some Oklahoma fans are going to say Kansas is 5-2 and they're a good team, but Kansas has a terrible defense. You should not be struggling against Kansas defense. There's no excuse for that. So I give credit to them. I like Lance Leipold, their coach, but there's no excuse to lose to Kansas if you're Oklahoma. But with that being said, I'm not jumping ship. I believe in Brent Venables, and I think people have to put this season in perspective. The expectation going into this season was to win 10 games, and they can still do that. After the Texas game, the expectations got inflated due to that win, and I know that if they don't make the playoffs, it's going to be a disappointment for a lot of people, but you have to remember that going into this season, they came off a 6-7 season last year, and the expectations were to win 10 games and possibly compete for a Big 12 championship. Realistically, I do think this team still can at least compete for a Big 12 championship. If I'm being honest, it wouldn't surprise me to see them lose another game. I think this Oklahoma State game will be pretty dangerous too, especially if they're not healthy going into this game. Honestly, I think the Oklahoma State game will determine if they're going to make the Big 12 championship or not. If they lose to Oklahoma State, I think making the Big 12 championship is unlikely. So that game's going to be huge. Let me know if you think Jeff Lebby should be fired, and do you think Oklahoma will drop another game? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to wrap this video up here. Be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm out.